Diary. Okay, so this is the part where everything is supposed to make sense, right? I've mapped things out, kinda. The vision boards, the 5-year plan. And yet, somehow, I still feel lost and questioning my entire life path. Like, is this normal? Oh, hey there. Welcome to Next Gen's Diary. Consider this, you and I's, real-time diary entries about love, friendships, making an impact in your community, and purpose. Basically, all the messy, chaotic, beautiful parts no one really prepares you for. Because maybe this isn't the part where everything makes sense yet. Maybe this is the part where we write it anyway. So if you're walking to class, overthinking a text, or romanticizing your life for absolutely no reason, just know you're not behind. You're not lost. You're just in the middle of finding yourself. And this is our diary, where we can express ourselves while learning as we go, and writing one page at a time as we grow into who we're becoming. So let's dive into today's diary entry. Hello, welcome to Next Gen's Diary. Today we have a new guest, Sarah-Maude, Bachelor in Communication, creative writer, and content producer. Hello, Sarah-Maude.
Hi guys.
How are you today?
I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty good. Sun is out in Montreal.
It's a good day.
Yeah,
It's a rare
boding well.
day.
Yes, it is.
For people who don't know you, Sarah-Maude, can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, so for sure. I'm first and foremost, I'm a creative mind. I think that's what really defines me as a person. I like to create. I like to just get inspiration from the world around me. And yeah, I work in creative writing. I work in producing social media content, and I'm an absolute Swiftie.
That's a good
love her. Yeah.
To start, if you
Yeah.
flip open your diary today, what would you find yourself writing about over and over again?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's a good question. I feel like right now is just an era of my life where I'm really realizing the impact that other people have on your path.
Mm-hmm.
So how connections that you made one random night in a networking event is going to come back and help you in another situation, or just how your friends can all at some point collaborate with you, whether it's on a professional matter or just being there for support, or I don't know, it's kind of crazy to see my network kind of taking shape, and I'm just really grateful for all of those connections, that importance of connections, and just finding myself. I feel like I was so focused on productivity, finishing my bachelor's degree, kind of checking those items off the list. So now that it's an era where there's no goal in sight, in near sight, I kind of have to figure out how I want to go about my life. So I think that's what we're getting at. That's a plot twist recently.
That is so nice.
There you go.
Do you have any project you're focused on these days, professionally or personally?
So yeah, there's been a lot of changes recently for me. So I'm starting a new job in advertising. So it's kind of shifting my mindset. I used to work in editorial writing for Billy. So it's kind of shifting my mindset of writing for a magazine, writing short news, to just writing those short impactful sentences, or short videos that are going to capture the interest of people on their feeds. So that's what I'm working on professionally. And personally, I'm kind of in this new change, trying to keep my sanity, keep wellness at the forefront of everything, and balance okay, yes, I can be this corporate girly and try to achieve all my professional goals, but I also have to make space for creating for me and just myself, having projects that aren't related to work. Making space for singing, for I don't know, drawing, writing, and just for fun for myself. I feel like it's really nourishing, something that I kind of let slide in my old job. So yeah, there we go.
Would you say that you thought you couldn't have both, and now you're kind of realizing it can be possible?
Yeah, and I'm realizing that I have to have both. It was kind of when studying, you're okay, this is temporary. I'm learning to go and get a job in my future field of study, field of work. And I feel when I got there, I was wait, this is cool, but it's not the all-consuming thing I thought it was gonna be. It's not like, okay, so everything is like checked, everything feels completed in my mind. I still feel like there's a hole inside of me that I have to fulfill. So it was kind of like, okay, where can I find a job that nourishes me but doesn't take over all of my life?
Yes.
So I mean, and it's also reframing my mindset too, not letting work take over my life. And yeah, I feel like we're coming around, figuring out how to have it all.
Yeah. Finding your bearings, your bearings a little bit.
Yeah.
I think when you go through like a bachelor degree or something, you're such in survival mode.
Yeah.
With like the studies, the homework, and it kind of leaves a gap when you're out of the college year, because you have like so much extra work.
Yeah.
It's super easy to just put it all on your job.
Yeah.
And that's like a sketchy place to go.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and it kind of sneaks up on you because like if you're like me, I know a lot of people are, you kind of defined yourself by your studies.
Yes.
So it was like, okay, if I have this success within like, okay, I nailed my class, I nailed my exam, your life is on track. And then when that goes away, you're like, wait, how do I define my success?
Yes.
So it's kind of like finding, instead of having external parameters of like, oh, did you get an A+, it's finding it within yourself to be like, okay, I'm proud of myself on that thing that I did at my job, that I don't know, mandate that I did really well. So yeah, it's a challenge.
Yes.
And it as you said, it leaves a gap when your studies are over and you enter the working life. But I mean, it's a work in progress, but I feel like you just have to take your time and get to know yourself, and it kind of clicks at some point.
Adjust, and then you're good. When you and your friend talks about what's next, about the future, what gives you excitement?
I think my group of friends, we're 7 girls, and we've known each other since high school. So
cool.
We're tight. We've been tight for a while, and we've seen each other through a lot of phases in our lives. And like we've seen just like being 16 and having nothing else to worry about except like the next math exam.
Yeah.
And I think we're all realizing that, okay, we're on to bigger things. Just seeing how everybody are like, a few girls bought new apartments recently, new condos, and another few are just like changing their jobs, getting into their big girl jobs, as we like to call them. So I think what's exciting is we were talking about it in a weird way, but we were like, oh, we're feeling our frontal lobes developing. Like,
I love that.
Yeah. So it's like it's really cool to see each other like growing up.
Yes.
We're like becoming those real adults that we were looking up to when we were young, and just being there for each other in all of that. It's been a challenge to like find how we can adjust our schedule, adjust our expectations to keep this friendship like very well alive.
Yes.
But anyway, it's just very inspiring to see each other like being so proud for everyone, and like I have a friend who had the courage to go back to school after finishing her bachelor's degree and finishing police school, and she's just right where she needs to be, so happy with her choice. So just like seeing everyone being so like perseverant, it's very cool.
It's really a thing to look back on your younger year and be like, oh wow, I'm not making the same decision right now.
Yeah.
As like a woman with like more experience, more maturity.
And I think it's something that you don't necessarily like realize about yourself. I feel like I was 16 2 days ago, and I'm like, oh wait, did I have this much progress?
Yes.
Like, when did that happen?
Like this? Yeah.
And then seeing it reflected in my friends, it's like it kind of gives me a bit of a realization that I maybe don't have with myself, of like, okay, wait, we really like we've come this far and we're doing amazing, and like
maybe kind of a mirror.
Yeah, that's it.
Where you're going.
Yeah.
Is it sometimes difficult to find time for this friendship with all the difference? Because I feel when you get older, the paths are so much different too. Like some will go to studying, or some will go to more work.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a challenge to like try to keep our bonds as strong as they were when we were like in high school or in CEGEP, because our paths are so different now. But I think it's kind of like as you get to know what work life looks like and you get your bearings, it's important to like find your own limits beforehand. Be like, okay, I don't know, my Monday nights, I need to be free. I need to have nothing to worry about.
Yep.
I'm just like recharging my social battery, because it's a very different reality than when we were like, I don't know, we had French class and English class, and that's
And between the break, you would see each other,
yeah,
and that's
it.
okay.
And that was great, but we have to readjust our expectations. So once you found your bearings, and it's kind of something that is still going on, we're all in different phases of life, but we always make sure to keep ourselves updated on our big changes and get together once in a while. We have a book club. We try to like do those little
nice.
activities that we have to see through and that they bring us together, so that we're still there in every phase of our lives, you know. So yeah, it's definitely a challenge, but I think we're doing a good job. And I think it's so important to keep that network of people that know you so well and uplift you throughout your different life phases.
If you could sit down with your younger self for 5 minutes, what would you tell her?
Ooh. I think I would tell her, trust your gut. Like, you may not think you know what you're doing, but you know what you're doing. Like, I don't know, it's even though I didn't have that much trouble at school, even though I was really like, I'm grateful to have had such a beautiful upbringing as I had, I really didn't believe in myself that much. And it's something that work taught me to like, okay, the abilities you've accumulated throughout the years, they're all going to come in handy, and they're going to help like portray you as someone who like can bring something to the table, and you're bringing something to the table. So yeah, it's been really beautiful learning that, and I wish that my younger self could know that she has something to bring to the table, you know.
Thank you so much for coming on Next Gen's Diary podcast. It was such a pleasure having you here.
Loved being here.
Where can listeners find you and your work online?
Okay, so as I said, my projects aren't that concrete yet, but you can follow all of my platforms, Instagram, YouTube, on under Sam De Rive, and maybe you'll get some updates. All right. There we go.
Thank you so much, Sarah-Maude, for
Thank you.
coming today.
Thanks for having me.